Hi there and welcome to Neophyte.tv, the technology show for the not-so-geeky. My name's Tiffany Young.
And I'm Ben Friedman, and XM radio, or satellite radio in general.
Right.
What do you think of satellite radio?
I think satellite radio has come a long way since the first little
Since
portable...
those first little wooden satellites they sent up into space, and the wooden, put it together with the mice and the wheel to power it.
Well, I remember the first Delphi, whatever you call it.
Delphi?
I bought the first one.
Delphi? And
I was thinking it'd be perfect, and it was the round first generation one where it had the little antenna that was anyway, I thought...
Was that like a boombox or like a Walkman?
Yeah, it was like one of these little guys right here.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, okay, I'll just take it running. I couldn't get a signal anywhere.
Right.
It was so frustrating. I spent the whole run being mad at my Delphi. Anyway,
well,
I eBayed it.
This is the thing with satellite radio. You either kind of get a signal or you don't, and if you're indoors or in a basement or, it's not like radio where as you get further away, it gets staticky and what have you. Right. Do you have XM in your car or satellite?
I do, but then I had it for the first year. Subscription runs out. Choose to renew it. I never renewed it. I just didn't use it.
Because cars are really the perfect place for XM radio because you always have clear access of the sky unless you're in a parking basement, I guess.
Exactly.
This has always been my concern is that, I've got an MP3 player that I can put my own music on, or I can download music, or I can get just over the air, like AM, FM, which has always been pretty good. But I guess a big draw, and I've been using this for a little bit, is with XM radio is commercial free. You can see the title of the song, you can see the artist and all that kind of stuff. So I really kind of like it. It's kind of nice.
Well, on the newer cars, though, they have, all the radios are transmitting now, not all of them, but a lot of them, names of the song, artist,
Just over, you mean over satellite or regular?
No, just regular AM, FM, on your screen of your dash.
But you also have, when you have like 200 channels to choose from or whatever it is, I can choose 80s, I can choose 90s, I can choose 70s, very specialized.
It is specialized, but then you think of your iPod, and then you've got your iPod, and so many of these cars now come with iPod docks and stations. You're duplicating, it's kind of like pick one or the other.
That's
and then you have to pay for a subscription on this on top of it.
That is
so
true.
How many songs can you download and keep, for the price that you pay for a prescription?
Strangely enough, maybe this product we're looking at today is subscription. Maybe this product we're looking at today is a good middle ground. This is, we have two products here that fit together. This is the Delphi SKYFi3 system. And this is the system we're talking about here. And it's kind of like what you're talking about. It's kind of a mixture. So this is like a little Walkman you can take with you. And when you plug the antenna in, the antenna kind of acts as, or not the antenna, the headphones act as, I kind of gave that away.
I'm trying to figure out how to carry that, yeah.
The headphones act as your antenna. The headphones are, so you have to, use that. And I tried this out. You can get an okay signal just with this. But the nice thing about this is it records XM.
Okay.
It will record XM radio. So here's what you can do. Let's say you have it plugged in at home and you hooked up to your big antenna on your car. You have it record an hour of XM radio. And then when you get out, if you want to take it into your shopping center or where you're not going to be able to get signal, you can then play back what you've recorded.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So here's your options. You've got XM radio right on here. You've got the ability to record XM and play it back, or there's a memory card slot in here.
Oh, okay.
Tiny little,
tiny
little SD card, and that will allow you to put your MP3s on.
Now, how big does the micros come in? How many? I
think you can get a gigabyte or maybe 2 gigabytes. Yeah. Nice. By the way, unlike, kind of like, this is kind of halfway between the old iPods and the new iPods in that the screen is black and white, not very high res, but it's big. It's a big screen.
It also looks very basic, so almost like DOS-based. Maybe it's the lettering.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a generation ago. I think maybe the color. It is very light. Take a look at that.
Too bad you couldn't play movies on it. Of course, I want it all. What can I say?
Yeah, well, it's black and white, low res screen, so it's not going to be. But what do you think of the weight?
The weight's nice.
I mean, you can put that in your pocket very easily.
It's very basic, that's for sure. I mean, it does what it says. And
yeah, but it does a recording. Does the MP3s, and it will play back the XM radio. Now, the whole idea behind this is that it's part of a system, right? So again, this is the Delphi, the SKYFi3, which does the recording in the MP3s. Then you can also get this, which is your boombox add-on. This is an additional $180. So when you put these two together, you're into it for close to $180. 180. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So 100. Right. So this goes in here. Okay.
Okay.
And now you've got a big antenna in here that it's hooked up to.
Okay.
And here in the office, it actually picks up very well. Let me turn this on, and we'll find something. Let's go into direct mode.
Does this
here.
have output jacks anywhere? No?
Yeah, I'll show you that in a second.
Oh, it does. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, he's getting to it.
Okay. So here we are. I'm in the 80s mode.
Depeche Mode? Is that Depeche Mode?
Yeah. Tears for Fears.
Oh. I was just a toddler like this. No, just kidding.
So, sounds not bad.
No, not too bad.
Not as loud as some of the Bose $300, $400 things, but...
It doesn't have the bass. It's missing a little bit of bass.
Yeah, it has a bit. Now it has a... I don't know if you can hear me. It has a button here for extra bass, so let me hit that.
Okay.
Oh, that was extra bass. There's the bass on, so... Anyway, so here it's docking, it's charging, you can record while it's in here, and I had a difficulty getting a signal. Let me turn this down. I had difficulty getting a signal in certain places in my house, and so what you can do here is this back actually will pop off. Let me turn this around. Oh, there's a handle here, kind of cool. This back pops off, and inside here is your antenna on a long piece of wire.
Oh.
Okay? So what you can do is you can take this, if it's going to be somewhere, now it kind of defeats the portability-ness of it.
Right.
But there's a lot of wire here. You can unspool the wire, and then this can go near a window or somewhere south-facing where you'll get a better signal.
So that'd probably work on your boat pretty well, you think?
I think it'd be great.
Yeah.
Bloop. So it comes with this built-in antenna system, which is kind of nice.
Just in case. Okay.
Right.
All right.
Okay. Wind this back up again.
Can you record XM radio just on your computer?
Well, I think some of these services, like XM, have a computer service as well. So
you just record onto your computer, right?
Yeah, you don't have to use satellite. They have a streaming service as well.
Okay,
and
curious.
so you can stream onto your computer as well as listening this way. And I think your one subscription price gets you the computer and the satellite.
That's right here. Okay.
Yeah. If you look on the back here, there is indeed auxiliary in and headphones, and it's battery powered too. So you can take this, pull out the cord, and take this with you.
So what's the price of the whole system? $180 for this and
$130 for that guy. Yeah. Yeah, it's it's not the cheapest, but it's a full system. Now you also get with that. Don't answer yet. Let me show you what else you get. You also get this,
if you order now,
which is the car adapter, which comes with an antenna and a power supply and this cradle. And this cradle will suck onto your windshield, or I've got it here to where it'll fit onto your vent.
Okay.
Right. And let me pull this out. And this will then slide into this little docking station. Kind of nice. Clink, like that.
Okay.
And now you can, by the way, you can either have it vertically, like I've got it here, or you can push the display button. There it is, vertical. I don't know if you can see that. If I hold down the display button, it turns horizontal. Right. So I can now have this like this in my car, and I've got these preset buttons on here. And if I've recorded music, I can play it back through the car. Or if I have the antenna on the car, which again plugs into the dock, now I've got a car system. So it's not the cheapest system, for playing back music. You've got, between the fact that you've got the home dock, the portable if you want to go running or whatever, bicycling, the car dock. Well, yeah, but even if you don't have the signal, you can record it,
right, or
play your MP3s.
Okay. I have absolutely no use for, personally, I think it's overpriced. I think it's sort of trying to copy something that's already been done and been done much better than this. That's my opinion on it.
But you're not a huge satellite radio aficionado.
I'm not, that's true. I mean, and some people are. So, it's all a matter of like like some other things, a matter of personal opinion. And I don't know. I mean, what do you think?
Well, I think it is a little pricey. It's not the cheapest thing out there. But at the same time, I like the fact that it's a system. I like the fact that you've got your home base or portable, you've got your Walkman, your MP3 player type thing, and you've got your car thing all in one. And for those of us that don't have this stuff built into our car, it's kind of nice to be able to add these things and take them from car to car. Well,
let me ask you this. How do you actually get then, if you don't have a built-in, if you don't have an auxiliary out in your car, how do you get that to play on your...
It'll play like with an FM transmitter, or you
so
can plug it in.
You have to do it like the FM...
Yeah.
Okay.
That's right. And there's different ways you can do it. It'll clip onto your. It actually is a very good FM transmitter that comes with in the package.
But then you still have to have an FM station that you're going to be able to really get a clear.
This is true.
And someone like Phoenix, it's hard to get a clear.
That's right.
It's
I mean, it's not perfect. Granted, there are flaws in the system.
Okay, so are we going to rate this?
Yeah, I give this a 4 out of 5. I still am not 100% comfortable with satellite radio in general because of the fact that it drops out, as you say, indoors and stuff. But with the ability to record it and then the ability to put in your MP3 as well, I think goes a long way to alleviating that. It is a little bit pricey, but I think you get a lot for your package. So I give it a 4 out of 5.
Oh, I'm like so evil on this one. I know I don't sound very optimistic at all, but my honest opinion is that it's a 1 out of 5. It's
1 out of 5.
Yeah, there's just nothing about the system that I find useful. I think it's overpriced. I think it's the fact that you have to use it with an FM transmitter. I just find that to be bothersome.
Well, that's only in the car. You've got this docking.
But I think the sound on this thing is not very good.
It's not as good as the Bose or some of the other ones.
Yeah, and for the price, it's I would expect more. Anyway, so a 1 out of 5 for me on this system.
So that's 1 out of 5 for Tiffany, 4 out of 5 for me. That is 5 out of 10 for the Delphi SKYFi3 recorder and the Delphi sound system.
Sorry, Delphi. Just I'm not crazy about it.
Yeah. Well, and it's the second. Maybe the next generation.
Yeah.
I also was going to dock at a point for the non-color, non-high resolution screen.
Yeah, that was another
thing. It looks a little bit basic. I agree with you there. So, okay. Well, that's the Delphi SKYFi system, and we'll be right back in just a second. Stay tuned.
Hey, I'm Andy Walker. Have you just bought a new computer with Windows Vista on it? Or maybe you've got an old XP computer that you're upgraded. Well, we've just created an amazing new DVD that'll teach you everything you need to know about the new operating system from Microsoft. It's called Getting Started with Windows Vista. In this DVD, there are 3 sections. 1 is out of the box. What do you need to do as soon as you start up Vista? Number 2 is Vista Essentials, things you need to know every day to make your computer experience amazing. Antivirus, security, all kinds of new features that Vista offers. And finally, Geek Tips and Tricks, things you need to know that nobody else will have told you to make you a Vista guru. For more information, check out our website at gettingstartedvideo.com.
And we're back with our second product spotlight today. And you know what? You can never underestimate the importance of having a buddy. Would you agree?
Yes.
Buddies are important. It's good to have. And I am very happy to call you my buddy.
Oh, thanks, Ben.
You're welcome.
You're
Thank
my buddy, too.
I like to think that I'm your buddy.
You are my buddy.
And the other thing that are really important are USB hubs.
Because they're sort of like a buddy.
Buddies and USB hubs. I'm going somewhere with this.
Okay.
There is a direction to this. But you have to stay with me because it's brilliant.
Okay.
So USB hub's important, right? You've only got a couple of USB ports on your computer, let's say, and you want to plug in, 4 or 5 or 6 things. You need a hub.
Oh, yes, you do.
Now, let's say that your buddy is sitting right next to you and you have a printer or something, and you have the printer plugged into your computer, or you have a hard drive plugged into your computer, or you have whatever, a webcam, whatever it is, plugged into your computer. And your buddy wants to use it. Well, now it's difficult. If you've got the webcam plugged in, or you've got this plugged in, you've got that plugged in, the hard drive, whatever. You could be messing with cables all day, unplugging, reach around the back, unplug it, plug in the thing. Or you could get this product by a company called Ultra. This is the Ultra USB Buddy Hub.
Ah.
You knew I was going somewhere with that.
Right.
Now, what does the Buddy Hub do? Well, first of all, it's a, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A 7-port hub. So that should keep you in webcams for just a little while, don't you think?
Yes, if we're doing webcams.
And what do you notice is different on the top of this?
PCA and PCB.
Right.
Or in Ben's case, Buddy A and Buddy B.
That's right. There are 2 holes here for 2 computers. So here's what you do. You hook these, one up to your computer, one up to my computer, right? Let's say that we're office mates or buddies in the office when we're sitting next to each other. And we hook all of our peripherals up here. And when you want to use one, you push this button down and it goes into Buddy A mode.
Oh, nice.
Or PCA. And if you have the button up, it's in Buddy B mode or vice versa. I think probably up is A. So let's say we've got, a webcam and a hard drive and blah, blah, blah. You know, I can keep a couple of these down when you're using them, and a couple of them are up. And whatever you have up goes to buddy A, and whatever you go down goes to buddy B.
Very good, Ben. Thank you. Very explanatory.
Explanatory.
Actually, this is something I could definitely, absolutely, completely use. I'm doing that I've got 2 computers at my office that I go back and forth. Well, one's doing something, I'm doing something else, or I'm checking, I get calls, and I'm constantly unplugging my printer from one into the other.
Right.
Back and forth, back and forth. My hard drive, same thing. Transfer files, so...
And you can set things up with, like, printer sharing and all that kind of stuff.
Buddy,
but all that stuff doesn't work in real life.
Right. It's just a lot of frustration.
You can network your hard drives, but then, you know, if you network your hard drives, it takes a long time to copy the file over.
Yeah.
Right? Because you're not running at full
it's
USB
just easier
speed.
for me just to use some separate, you know. Anyway, so my own buddy is myself in this case.
You
so
are your own best buddy.
I am my own best buddy. That's right.
You know, if you can't be buddies with yourself, who can you really be buddy with?
Buddy A and buddy B, and use this. Definitely use this.
Yeah. Now it's also powered. It comes with a little power charger. So even if you've got 7 devices, you know that consumes. If you have a laptop, you try to plug 7 USB devices into a laptop, you're not going to have a happy laptop because that's too much power.
Okay, which leads me to my next question. Is what do you know what these run at? Like what speed?
It's USB 2.
Okay.
So high speed.
High speed.
High speed. Good enough for hard drives and all that kind of stuff.
What a geeky question.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
What speed does this hub run at? They're all fully powered ports, so you can plug in your hard drives. You can plug a hard drive, an external CD-ROM drive, whatever, and you can share it. Now, you're limited to the length of the USB cable, so it's not like you can have one in the front yard and one in the back and that kind of stuff. If you want to do that, if like in my house, I have one printer, a laser printer. Jody, my wife, uses it from downstairs, and I use it from upstairs because it's on the network.
Exactly. Yeah.
And that's okay because network can run as long as your network, you know,
except the only thing with network, it's transferring big files and stuff. This takes a little bit of time.
It does, and this is much faster. But I think USB, you're only supposed to have 6 feet or 12 feet, so it's not good for somebody who's way over like the other side of the universe.
Yeah, sort of like side by side buddies.
It's like buddies.
Or a buddy and you know, in my case, my own other buddy.
Yes, you, yourself, and you.
Yes, exactly.
That's right.
So yeah, I think that's a great product. 5 out of 5 for me on that one.
5 out of 5 for you.
Oh wait, what's the price? You know.
Yeah, it's a little more expensive than other hubs. It's about $50.
Oh, totally worth it.
You can get a 7-port hub for $20, $30, but this one has this buddy ability here. And I think that, you know, it's kind of a specialized need, right? So it's only for people that have computers that are going to be right next to each other. But if that's your case, you know, if you're in an office,
my case.
That's exactly your case.
So unlike the Delphi, you know, doesn't work for me. And that may be totally useless to somebody else. But for me, it works.
I will also give this a 5 out of 5 because I agree with you. I think it's a very cool little product. And it does what it says it does. It's a little pricey. Should I dock it a point for being a little pricey?
No,
I think $50 for a hub is still expensive.
$50, but yeah, how much time does it take you to unplug stuff and replug stuff in? And it's got the AV buddy thing.
More than $50 worth.
It's actually $25 a piece if you think of it.
Well, it's still like $25 that you have to share between 2 people. So.
Well, it'd be $25 for you, $25 for me. So that'd make it $5 less than your average USB.
Right. So PCA, PCB.
Got you covered.
And that is the Ultra Buddy Hub,
yeah.
which I got to tell you is a very cool little product.
I agree.
5 out of 5 for Tiff, 5 out of 5 for me.
Yeah.
10 out of 10 for the Ultra Buddy Hub. Ultra Buddy Hub.
Yes, I'm going to have to be taking that one home with me.
And that's all the time that we have for the show today. Thank you for watching us. If you have a moment, please visit our website, www.neo-fight.tv. And that's where you can see all the archives. Send us emails. Sign up for our giveaway list thingamajigger.
Any questions? Any products that you'd like to see us review?
Yeah.
Drop us an email. By the way,
just send us the product.
Coming.
Just buy it at Best Buy. Just send it to us.
Yeah, even better.
Even better.
Even better. Or how about we could do another Bagorama.
Another Bagorama.
Yeah, we did that.
I haven't recovered from the last Bagorama yet. I'm sort of bags everywhere.
I know. And keep those comments coming. I mean, we love to get them.
And if you have an extra 30 seconds, take a look at this. In today's fast-paced world, it's vitally important that young people develop a good understanding of how computers operate and how the internet works. LittleGeeks.org takes donated computers, refurbishes them, and then provides them to underprivileged kids at no charge. It's our goal at LittleGeeks.org to make sure that no kids are left out of the digital revolution. To find out how you can help, please visit www.littlegeeks.org. Thanks a lot.